can you tell us about the University of Silicon Andhra and its journey in brief? In brief.
University of Silicon Andhra started its classes in 2017 with two departments, Department of Carnatic Music and Department of Kuchipudi. We received the prestigious VASC accreditation in 2021, and now we are adding a lot more departments. Today we have graduate programs in Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi dance, Hindustani music, Carnatic music, Sanskrit, Telugu. We also started yogic sciences and MS in computer science, focusing on computational linguistics to help the Indian languages. And we have big plans to start a School of Yogic Sciences, graduate programs, School of Ayurveda and Natural Medicine, again Doctor of Naturopathy in Ayurveda, and School of Medicine, the MD Allopathic program. We are looking, our vision is to have a integrative medicine approach with yoga, Ayurveda and allopathy under the same roof. We want to create the body, mind, soul or the spirit for the betterment of it, for well-being of it. So that is what we are looking forward. Outside India, UFSA is the only university that offers graduate programs in most of these areas. This is an American accredited university. And we publish excellent master's thesis by our students, and we have a journal called Sastra.
What has been the response from the students in the US so far?
First of all, many people can't believe that there is a university that offers graduate programs in Indian arts and languages. So once they know, once they join, the standards are extremely high. It's a challenging program. Even a dancer who has been practicing for 25 years and produced many ballets and choreographed a lot of presentations, they say this gave them the right kind of tools. So there is a wonderful response from the students. Initially we had students only from United States, but now we have students even from India, Malaysia, South Africa, Dubai, it slowly starts spreading.
I guess you have plans to launch several other new courses and certification. And what are those? Can you explain to us?
So far we have master's, diploma and certificate programs and some individual courses. Biggest thing that's going to happen, we want to accomplish by next year fall, introduce PhD program. That way from certificate, diploma, masters to PhD, we will have those programs. And again, we are planning to start an MD in allopathy medicine. And very interestingly, we are planning to start raga therapy program in Indian classical music, otherwise music therapy. We want to do clinical trials. Because in the Western world, anything what we say, the belief system alone doesn't help. We need to have evidence-based science. That is what we are going to create in many, many areas.
In Silicon Valley is the hub of startups, right? We don't say much about the computers here. Is there any move to have something on the computer science and AI?
We are going very big on the computer science, especially artificial intelligence, natural language processing and computational linguistics, because our School of Computing, our Dean, Dr. Venkat Gudivada, who has tremendous experience, left another wonderful university, came here to grow this School of Computing. We have very big plans to develop the tools, apps that would help the common man at the grassroots level back home in India. Because the Indian languages are still in very early stages in the digital world in many areas. India not only has more than 24 languages, hundreds of dialects are there. So we are working to develop Indic LLMs also. So big company experts from Silicon Valley and globally are coming forward to develop Indic LLMs. And we started building the corpus in that area. Very soon in the next couple of years, UFSA will be a force to reckon with in this area.
And LLM here means large language models.
large language models, which are the foundation for the artificial intelligence.
So, in all, how many languages are being taught here or plans to be taught here?
Right now we have Sanskrit and Telugu. We have already developed the curriculum for Hindi, Malayalam, and we are working on Punjabi. We expect to launch them in 2024. Eventually, we're planning to have Bengali, Marathi, Tamil, Kannada also.
So, what's the idea behind having these languages? What kind of courses you're going to teach?
Already in the programs that we have standalone courses, certificates, diploma, and masters, and eventually the PhD. The reason is there is no university that offers this kind of programs. Maybe here and there some Sanskrit and Hindi are there. Even having these masters graduate programs in this country makes big sense. In Telugu, I will give you an example. I have about 50 plus students which started last year doing masters. 90% of them are senior technology professionals. They have a passion to learn the Telugu now. Imagine they have a passion for Telugu. They are already directors, vice presidents. Some of them are CXOs in companies. They bring the technology and the passion to the language. Somebody could develop an app, but without knowing the particular language, they can do it. So that's why for the next generation to continue, today they say 4 to 5 million Indians are there. For them to continue their linguistic heritage, because linguistic heritage is directly connected to cultural heritage, the language research and perpetuation is very important. That's what we are focusing.
The building that we have is quite big, but your plans are much bigger, right? So do you plan to have a new campus, or what the plans are expanded?
Yes, a good-hearted philanthropist, Sandhu brothers, came forward to donate 67 acres of land next to I-580, a major highway here. We have done the Bhumi Puja. Right now, the plans are being reviewed by the local government authorities. Hopefully, in the next couple of years, this will start taking shape. And when it takes shape, it will be one of the world-class universities with the soul and heart of India.
The slides that you showed to me about the campus has a cricket stadium. What's the idea behind that?
You see, the religions may be different in India, but one common religion is cricket.
Yeah.
So even after coming, I'm here for the last 37 years, but I still get up night 1 o'clock to watch cricket. So cricket is part of the DNA of Indians. So you can differentiate it from the culture of India. So I think it would be a nice thing to have that as a part of the university. As of now, I haven't heard anybody having it. Some schools started having it where Indian community are there.
Right.
But we will be the first university to have a international standard cricket ground.
So how did you come to US? Tell me about your immigration story.
In 1987, I came here to do my master's. I still remember holding my hard copy I-20 in my hand and standing at 4 o'clock outside Chennai consulate. So I got the visa and I came. I went to the school, did my master's in engineering, and I received my diploma going to the graduation ceremony. Fast forward today, as a president of the university, I gave 5 convocation ceremonies, and this year we have the Department of Homeland Security approval. So now my provost signs the I-20s for the students to come here. It feels like a full circle, but as I came from India as a student and then learned what it takes to succeed, never in my wildest dreams I imagined I would be setting up as a founder of the university and then doing this. But in between, I had a wonderful corporate life. I joined a company, Kimberly-Clark, and grew up the ranks rapidly in 4 years. In 94, I was sent to India as a country head. You might know the Kimberly-Clark, the Kleenex company. So I ran that operations for 4 years, launched all the products in India, came back, moved to Silicon Valley, dabbled with a couple of startups. In 2001, this started, and there is a calling about 12 years later. This is my full time. In a way, this is my lifetime.
That's great, wonderful. So for the, do you plan to ask to popularize this or have the Indian students coming from India and studying here in the Silicon Valley University?
Very well, we have already signed MOUs with about a dozen universities in India. Because most of the time the Indian students, when they come here, they really don't know what it is. They just want to get an MS. Just getting an MS is not giving the jobs, as you are aware. Most of these people work in the restaurants, gas stations, and grocery stores and all. We designed a program completely different. They have to go for an internship for 1 semester. So it's mandatory. So we are helping them to get a real life industry experience. And people coming from India, their soft skills, their spoken language, as much as we will never be able to speak, but we want to train them. In addition to that, our focus is just MS not enough. Are you interested in cyber security? Are you interested in cloud computing? Are you interested in some Salesforce certification architecture? We would like to provide those training with the industry experts with no additional cost. The tuition fees, already published tuition fees, are one of the lowest, about $27,000 for MS. For good students, we given up to 50% tuition waiver. Because India helped us to come here and this country helped us to have a good living. We would like to provide not just the degree, but a hand-holding, grooming and mentoring these Indian students.
One last question. You have been involved with the university since so long. What is your final vision? What kind of university you like to see in 10 years, 15 years from now?
Once upon a time, India was known as Vishwaguru. I believe Vishwavidyalaya, the university, the Sanskrit word is given to the world by Indians, the Nalanda, Taxila. Actually, the boardroom we are sitting is named as Nalanda room.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
So
from my state.
Okay.
I'm from Bihar.
Okay. So those I cannot have inspirations. And then that someone that really inspired me is Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviyaji, who went pillar to post to raise 5 crores of rupees to set up a world-class campus. So if you read his bio, the challenges he faced and all with. Banaras Hindu University today is one of the world-class universities, Asia's largest. So we would like to create in the Western world something like that and provide the fundamental research into our Shastras, evidence-based science, and do it and shout from the roof to the world, yes, we have the real stuff. We were not only Vishwaguru, we have the ability to become Vishwaguru.
So you want to create a VHU of the West?
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you.